Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell, bringing you St. Louis Cardinal baseball. This is a national pastime on APBA, the voice of baseball in your home since 1951. We're coming to you from out here at the park where the Cubs will host the visiting St. Louis Cardinals.
It's opening day. Both of these teams are fresh out of the preseason, so find a team to root for. Because, as a great commissioner once said, not rooting is a deprivation. This is the first game in this 3-game series.
The Cubs take the field here in the first. Defensively for Chicago. Grace at first base. Sandberg at second. Dunston, the shortstop. Wilkerson at third. Across the outfield, in left, it's Smith. In center, DeCenzo. And over in right, Dawson. Girardi is behind the plate and warming up in the pen now for Chicago. The right-handed chucker, Maddox. When he's on, he owns the plate. He will be facing Cardinal starter, right-hander, De Leon. We'll tell you about him in the bottom half.
Pitchers are penalized in this park. You can reach the fence pretty easily for our game today. No wind in the park.
So settle in. We're ready to start this game. Well, to get it going for the Cardinals here, Collins, the switch hitting Dave, will bat left here. Collins not strong at the plate. Collins settles himself in the box. Maddox is ready to fire it in. He lets one go. Wide of the mark, and Collins walks. That was Collins' first walk of the season. Coleman is now up. Vince can be dangerous. Maddox wants to pin Collins to first. Batter facing Maddox. Maddox staring in, ready to work. Collins is off and running. The delivery, it's roped hard to right. Into the corner. Dawson's after it. Collins is digging. He's around third. Coming down the line, he'll score. The throw into second. Not in time, and Coleman is in standing with a double. So the double scores one, and the Cardinals go ahead by a run, 1-0 here in the first. Brunansky's up, runner on second. A dependable hitter. Maddox staring in, ready to work. Coleman stretches his lead off second. The pitch. Brunansky looks at strike 3, 1 down. It's now McGee, the bat for St. Louis. Coleman on at second, 1 down. Excellent credentials with the stick. McGee gets in there. Maddox focuses in on the target. Coleman now with an aggressive lead. Maddox into his motion, delivers. Whack to center field, base hit. DeCenzo is racing over, still running. He feels it. Coleman is around third. They're waving Coleman in, and he scores. As the throw comes into second, McGee holds it first for the single. So McGee with a ribby single, and the Cardinals now lead 2-0. Zeal is out to take his hacks for St. Louis. 1 down, runner on first. A streaky hitter. McGee at first has wings. Pitcher Maddox eyeing Zeal. Now he's ready. Maddox comes to him. Punch to left. It drops in safely. Smith collects the ball. McGee is rounding second. But the coach flashes the stop sign. McGee stops at second. As the throw comes in, the Cardinals put 2 singles back-to-back. Next up, Pendleton, 1 away, 2 on, first and second for St. Louis. He does not hit for average. Now Maddox ready. Here comes the pitch. A laser off the bat of Pendleton. It goes into left field for a base hit. Smith takes it on the hop. McGee is rounding third. He's headed for home. Here's Smith's throw. Cut off. The throw to third. And they get him. But the run scores. So Pendleton with a ribby single, and the Cardinals now lead 3-0. Smith is now up. A trusty bat. He stands in. Pitcher Maddox eyeing Smith. Now he's ready. The pitch. Lifted to center. Not too deep. There's DeCenzo. This should do it. He brings it down, and that retires the side. For the Cardinals, 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors. 1 left, and they have the upper hand. Cardinals 3. Cubs coming up. For the Cardinals take the field here in the first. Here's how it lines up defensively for the Cardinals. Collins at first base. Oquendo at second. Smith, the shortstop. Pendleton at third. The trio in the outfield. In left, it's Brunansky. And center, Coleman. And over in right, McGee. Zeal is behind the plate and on the mound for St. Louis. De Leon, the right-hander. DeCenzo will get it started for the Cubs. The switch-hitting Doug will bat left here. You don't want to pitch carelessly to Doug. Batter set. Right-hander De Leon goes to the set position. De Leon winds up. Big swing. Hits a dying Quail to right. McGee gallops in. Oquendo races back, but it parachutes between them. A blip single for DeCenzo. Next up, Smith. DeCenzo on first. He's earned his reputation at the plate. Batter ready. De Leon is ready to fire it in. He lets it go. Jammed him. Slow roller beyond the mound. Oquendo feels it. Oh, trouble getting it out of his glove. No play at second. Now he flips to Collins for the out. 1 down. DeCenzo goes to second. 1 away. First inning. 1 on. Next to bat for Chicago is Sandberg from the right. Sandberg, a fierce hitter. The slugger stands in. Zeal set. DeCenzo extending his lead. The pitch. Hard ground ball to second. He's up with it. No play at third, and he flips to first. In time. 2 gone. DeCenzo moves up. The Cubs have 2 outs. DeCenzo down at third. Dawson up the bat. Awesome power. Dawson relaxes himself at the plate. De Leon looking home. De Leon watching DeCenzo at third. Lined hard over Oquendo. Base hit. McGee takes it on the bounce. DeCenzo scores easily, and Dawson has the RBI. So the single drives in 1. The Cubs are on the board, trimming the lead. Dunston up for Chicago. 2 away, 1 on. He's earned his reputation at the plate. Pitcher De Leon eyeing Dunston. Now he's ready. The pitch. Loop to left toward the gap. If it stays up, he'll get it. And Brunansky cuts it off on the bounce. Dawson is around second. But the third base coach has his arms in the air. He'll hold it second. As the throw comes in, the Cubs put 2 singles back-to-back. Two away. First inning, 2 on. We have Grace, the bat for the Cubs. He bats from the left side. Grace, good at the plate. Grace settles himself in the box. De Leon gets set to work on him. The pitch from De Leon. Grace pulls it into left center. It's the gapper. It's going to roll to the wall. Dawson will score. Dunston is around third. They're waving Dunston. In. Smith will relay. And he scores. Grace holds second with a double. As the throw comes back in. So the double scores 2, and the Cubs have tied this game. All right. Right-handed batter Girardi steps up to face De Leon for Chicago. 2 outs. Runner on second. A steady hitter. Fair speed at second. Zeal sets up. The pitch. Girardi lofts a routine fly ball to center. Coleman has it measured, moves in, and pulls it down. 3 down. That'll do it for Chicago.
3
runs on 4 hits. They leave 1. They have tied this game. Score knotted at 3. The Cardinals will have Oquendo, De Leon, and Collins here in the second. Oquendo to lead it off. Oquendo, a fair hitter. Oquendo can get on for you. Now Maddox, ready. The pitch. Fastball, high drive. Smith is going back. It's playable. He's under it. And he pulls it in. 1 away. De Leon to face Maddox. Jose taking his first at bat of the season. Maddox looking home. He wheels and deals. And he fans him. De Leon is gone. 2 away. It's now Collins to bat. We're back at the top of the order. Bases clear. 2 away. Maddox ready. Maddox winds and fires. Lined, but right at Grace. He snatches it in midair, and Collins gives Grace the stare. 3 away. So the Cardinals are retired in order, scored 3 runs for both teams at the end of 1.5. The Cubs will have Wilkerson, Maddox, and DeCenzo here in the second. Wilkerson leading it off. Unreliable at the plate. Wilkerson comes up there swinging. Not a patient hitter. Wilkerson waiting for De Leon. De Leon ready. The pitch. Misses the strike zone. Wilkerson dabbles to first. That was Wilkerson's first walk of the season. 1 on. Maddox walks up. He bats right. Gregg taking his first at bat of the season. Wilkerson can fly at first. Maddox settles himself in the box. De Leon comes set. Space on the right. Wilkerson leading off. Infield playing in a few paces. The pitch. He squares. Fouled away. Again, he squares to bunt. The pitch. It's bunted down the third baseline. Rolling foul. Strike 2. Maddox stands in again. Pitcher De Leon set to go. First baseman Collins ready for a throw from De Leon. Infield drawn in a few feet. A toss over to first. And Wilkerson steps back to the bag. Now De Leon is back on the rubber. The 2-strike pitch. But Maddox couldn't unshoulder his bat. And that's a strikeout. 1 away. DeCenzo to face De Leon. DeCenzo in the box. Right-hander De Leon ready. Wilkerson 2 full strides off first. De Leon comes to him. DeCenzo is called out on strikes. A pair of strikeouts from De Leon here in the second. 2 down. Here's Smith to hit for the Cubs for Chicago. 2 away, 1 on. Pitcher De Leon set to go. Wilkerson takes a good lead. Now he comes home with it. Half swing. It's popped up. Zeal is out. Collins is in. Zeal calls him off, and he covers it, and that's out number 3. The line for the Cubs. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1. They fail to capitalize on the runner. Score knotted at 3. Maddox will now face the Cardinals artillery. Coleman, Brunansky, and McGee. To get it going for the Cardinals here, Coleman against Maddox. He'll bat left. Coleman in the box. Catcher Girardi sets his target. The pitch. Strike 3. Coleman swung right through it. 1 down. Cardinal hitter Brunansky. Brunansky waiting for Maddox. Right-handed Maddox goes to the set position. Maddox winds and fires. Taken for a strike. Brunansky goes down looking. He stood there like the house by the side of the road and watched it go by.
2 down.
Now McGee to face Maddox. 2 gone. Right-hander Maddox ready. Maddox winds up. Hit in the air to left field. Smith is over. He's there, and he takes it in.
3 away.
Maddox sets them down in order. This game is 3 runs for both teams after 2.5. St. Louis will now face the heart of the Cubs lineup. Sandberg, Dawson, and Dunston coming up. Well, Sandberg will get it started for the Cubs. He bats right. Pitcher De Leon set to go. De Leon comes home. Slowly rolled toward Smith. Smith covers it plenty of time. Fires. And there's 1 away. Dawson is up next. Dawson knows how to get on base. Batter ready. De Leon is ready to fire it in. Now the pitch. Base hit left field. Brunansky coming on. Feels it. And gets it in quickly. That's a single for Dawson. Second hit for Dawson in the game. Dunston is up next. Dawson can motor at first. Dunston in the box. De Leon poised. De Leon rocks and fires. Grounded to Smith. Flips to Oquendo at second. They get him. Over to first. Double play. And the side is retired. That'll do it for Chicago. Nothing across. There were no errors, so they do not score. No change here. Score even at 3 into 3. For St. Louis, here in the 4th, Zeal, Pendleton, and Smith. Zeal to lead it off. The batter stands in. Girardi ready to receive. The pitch from Maddox. It's up to the right side. Grace feels it on the big bounce. He will flip to Maddox. And Zeal is retired. Next batter, Pendleton. Pendleton does not reach a lot. Pendleton settles himself in the box. Maddox gets set to work on him. The pitch. A whiff, 2 gone. Smith is now up. Ozzie ready. Maddox focuses in on the target. The delivery. Lofted to center. DeCenzo has the range and the bead. And he puts it away. Side retired. So the Cardinals are retired in order. Scored 3 runs for both teams at the end of 3.5. For Chicago, it'll be Grace, Girardi, and Wilkerson. Here's Grace to start it off. The batter stands in. Right-handed De Leon goes to the set position. De Leon into his motion. Delivers. Swung on. Line to short. He won't get it. And Grace is on at first. That's Grace, second hit of the game. The Cubs have no one out. Runner on first. Right-handed batter Girardi steps up to face De Leon. Grace at first has legs. De Leon looking home. Here's the delivery. Girardi swings. Strike. And Grace takes off to second. Good jump. Zeal throws the slide. He hooks the bag and eludes the tag. That's his first steal of the season. Girardi back in the box. De Leon sets up on the rubber again. The ball's hidden in his mitt. De Leon prepares to come home. De Leon spins and fires to second. The tag. Grace back safely. Now De Leon is set again. The pitch. Bounce to short. Smith to his right. He has it. On to first. 1 down. Grace holds. Wilkerson gets set to face De Leon for Chicago. 1 gone, 1 on. Score tied. Grace at second has some speed. De Leon is on the slab. De Leon looking in. He comes home. It's back to him at the mound. He takes a high hop. It handcuffed him. Throws quickly to first. 2 down. Grace moves to third. Well, next up, pitcher Maddox. For Chicago, Grace on third, 2 away. Batter facing De Leon. De Leon set. Grace takes his lead at third. The pitch popped up left side. Pendleton moves toward the line. He's under it. And he makes the catch. That's 3 away. The half for the Cubs. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. They waste the base runner. 4 complete here in Chicago. Cubs, Cardinals tied at 3. Oquendo, De Leon, and Collins due up for St. Louis. Oquendo to lead it off for the Cardinals. Oquendo is 0 for 1. Oquendo steps in. Maddox looking in. He brings it home. Oquendo shatters his bat, and the ball rolls toward Wilkerson. He guns it to first and nails Oquendo by a step. 1 away. Next batter, De Leon. Maddox prepared to work. Maddox over the offering. Lofted to left field. Smith over. And he puts it away. 2 gone. Here comes Collins to take his cuts. He'll wait for his pitch. Collins walked once. He's 0 for 1. And he scored a run. Collins takes his stance. Maddox looking in at the target. Now he comes home with it. Routine grounder to second. He's up with it. He flips the Grace, and they get him. 3 away. Maddox sets them down in order. Score knotted at 3. The Cardinals will face the top of the order here in the fifth. DeCenzo, Smith, and Sandberg. DeCenzo to lead it off for the Cubs. The switch hitter will bat left-handed. DeCenzo is 1 for 2, and he scored once. DeCenzo in the box. De Leon focuses in on the target. Now the pitch. Swung on. Big K. And DeCenzo is retired. One away. One away. Fifth inning. Smith up the bat. Dwight is hitless in 2 at-bats. Batter facing De Leon. De Leon prepared to work. He cranks and fires. Paints the black. Strike 3 call. 2 gone. Sandberg is now up. Sandberg is a feared offensive threat. Sandberg is 0 for 2. De Leon will go to work on him. De Leon to the wind. Punch to left. It drops safely. Brunansky collects the ball, and Sandberg collects a single. Right-handed batter Dawson steps up to face De Leon for Chicago. Sandberg on first, 2 down. Andre is 2 for 2. 1 ribby, and he scored a run. Right-handed De Leon goes to the set position. He wheels and deals. Swung on. Big K. And Dawson is retired. That's 3 away. For the Cubs, nothing across. They leave 1-5 in the books here in Chicago. Score even at 3. The big hitters coming up against Maddox. 2, 3, 4. Coleman, Brunansky, and McGee. Coleman will start it off here in the 6th. The switch hitter will bat left-handed. Coleman has a hit in 2 at-bats. Has a ribby. And he scored a run. Coleman has patience. Pitcher Maddox set to go. Maddox winds and fires. Coleman tries to drag one, but Maddox is able to reach it. Shovels to Grace, hustling back, and that's all for Coleman. One gone. Brunansky gets set to face Maddox. Tom is 0 for 2. Brunansky is struck out twice. Maddox looking in at the target. The pitch comes in. Pulled hard into the hole. Past Wilkerson. Dunston is there. Spins the long throw to first. 2 away. Next batter, McGee. Willie, a strong hitter. Willie is 1 for 2. He's driven in a run, and he scored once. Maddox looking in. He brings it home. McGee bruises it, heading for the gap in left center. But Smith flags it down on the first bounce, and McGee decides not to stretch it. He hugs first with a single. Second, safety for McGee. Here's Zeal coming to the plate. Zeal has a hit in 2 trips. Girardi ready to receive. And the pitch comes in. Bouncer to Sandberg. He flips to Dunston at second. And they get him. That's 3 away. That'll do it for St. Louis. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. 1 left. A chance goes by the board. Scored 3 runs for both teams at the end of 5.5. For Chicago, it'll be Dunston, Grace, and Girardi. Dunston will get it started for the Cubs. He swings from the right. Dunston has a hit in 2 at-bats, and he scored a run. Batter waits. Zeal crouched down now. The pitch to Dunston. Pulled hard into the hole. Past Pendleton. Smith is there. spins the long throw to first. One down. One away. Sixth inning. Next up, Grace. Grace is 2 for 2. Knocked in 2. Stole a base. Grace has patience. The batter stands in. Now De Leon ready. The pitch. It's skied. Smith is backing up. Waves off Pendleton and takes it in for the second out. Now coming up, Girardi. You can't afford to take him too lightly. Girardi 0 for 2. De Leon looking home. He wheels and deals. Hooked down the right field line. Will it stay fair? Yes, but McGee is right there to make a fine running catch. 3 down. De Leon sets them down in order. This game is 3 runs for both teams after 6. Pendleton, Smith, and Oquendo to bat next. To get it going, Pendleton. Pendleton has a hit in 2 trips. He's driven in a run. Girardi ready to receive. The pitch. It's hopped to the right side. Grace feels it on the big bounce. He will flip to Maddox. And Pendleton is retired. Smith up to hit. 1 out. Base is clear. Smith is 0 for 2. Batter facing Maddox. Pitcher Maddox set to go. The pitch. In the air to center. No cause for alarm. DeCenzo has it in his sights, and he tucks it away. 2 gone. Two away. 7th inning. Oquendo gets set to bat against Maddox. The switch hitter batting left against Maddox. He'll wait for his pitch. Oquendo is 0 for 2. Oquendo settles himself in the box. Maddox gets set to pitch. And now the pitch. Swung on, hit the Smith in deep left. He's back. Plenty of room. Takes a couple of steps to his left and brings it in. 3 away. For the Cardinals. 3 up, 3 down. Score knotted at 3. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back while it's root for the home team. They don't win, it's a shame. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, strike you out at the old ball game. Play on.
Wilkerson, Maddox, and DeCenzo to bat next. Wilkerson will get it started for the Cubs. The switch hitter will go to the first base side of the box. Curtis walked once. He's 0 for 1. You don't see Curtis on much. He's a free swinger. Now De Leon ready. The pitch from De Leon. It's a shot to left center. Coleman is over. Still after it. And he makes the running catch. 1 down. One out. 7th inning. Chicago now sends Maddox to bat from the right. De Leon looking home. The pitch. Banged to left center. Base hit. Maddox rounds first and holds with a single. The go-ahead run has reached. One gone. Maddox on at first for Chicago. Score tied. DeCenzo now walks out to bat. He's their leadoff hitter. DeCenzo, 1 for 3. DeCenzo has struck out twice, and he scored a run. Maddox, he might score on a triple. De Leon, put on the rubber. De Leon takes the sign from Zeal. Checks Maddox on first. He cranks and fires. Grounded deep into the hole. Smith is over. He's got it. The long throw to first, and that's the second out. And Maddox hugged second. Maddox had a good jump on the pitch. There was no way to get the lead runner. One on. The next Cubs batter is Smith. He's a left-handed batter. Smith is 0 for 3. De Leon is on the slab. Sandberg waves a weighted bat on deck. Zeal crouched down now. Now De Leon comes home with it. There's a low line to the left. It's a long run in for Brunansky. And he's got it on the run. Side retired. The half for the Cubs. No runs on one hit. They leave one. Another half inning gone. Cubs, Cardinals tied at 3. The Cardinals will have De Leon, Collins, and Coleman here in the 8th. De Leon is scheduled to hit. Maddox sets up on the rubber again. Righty against righty. The offering to De Leon. It's a whiff, one away. Collins up to hit. Collins has a walk in 3 times up, and he scored once. Collins has patience. Collins in the box, settles in. Glances down at the plate, waits. Maddox toes the rubber. The pitch. Collins gets way under this one. A tall one in the infield. Dunston and Sandberg are both there. Dunston takes charge, and Collins is history for the second out. Two away, 8th inning. Coleman walks up. Coleman has been up 3 times with 1 hit. Has a ribby, and he scored a run. Coleman in the box, settles in. Waits. Right-hander Maddox, ready. He brings it home. An infield roller by Coleman. Shortstop Dunston charges. The flip to first. 3 down. For the Cardinals, 3 up, 3 down. This game is even at 3 after 7.5. The Cubs now send up the heart of their order to face De Leon. The 3, 4, 5 hitters. Sandberg, Dawson, and Dunston. Sandberg will get it started for the Cubs. A right-sider. Sandberg has been up 3 times with 1 hit. De Leon does not want to groove it to Sandberg. De Leon positions his mitt, adjusts his collar. Sandberg steps up to the plate, turns his shoulder in. Now ready. De Leon is on the slab. De Leon to the wind. Driven to right. It's playable. McGee is there, and he pulls it in. That's 1. Dawson the hit, batting cleanup. The Cubs have 1 gone, nobody on. Dawson is 2 for 3. Driven in 1, and he scored a run. Dawson is a feared offensive threat. Dawson in the batter's box, waits for the pitch. De Leon climbs the mound. De Leon poised. The pitch. It's a long fly ball to center field. That could be trouble. Coleman is racing to the track. He won't get it. It's high off the wall. Dawson hits second on the full steam, and he puts on the brake. The coach is holding him up. Double for Dawson, and that puts the go-ahead run in scoring position. Andre with his 3rd hit in this game. All right, for Chicago. Dawson on second. One gone. Score tied. Dunston will bat next for Chicago. A right-sider. Dunston with dependable power. Shawan 1 for 3, and he scored a run. Good speed at second. Dish him, and they take the lead. Dunston readying himself. De Leon works the ball with his hand. Does some landscaping on the mound. Shawan at the plate. Shawan takes his time settling in the box. Plays a little flute with his fingers on the bat handle. Waits. De Leon climbs the mound. Glances back at the runner. Dawson at second takes a big lead. Pitcher steps off. De Leon is back on the rubber. The pitch on the hand popped up. Pendleton is drifting back. Smith racing over into foul territory. He waves off Pendleton and makes the catch. 2 down. Dawson to hold second. Well, here we go. Grace up the bat. Runner on second. 2 gone. Mark can be dangerous. Grace 2 for 3. Knocked in 2. He's stolen the base. Good speed at second. And that's the go-ahead run. Grace still not in the box. De Leon inspects the ball. Does some landscaping on the mound. The ump is dusting off the plate. So now, Grace in the batter's box. Quick look at the ump. Again focused on De Leon. Waits. De Leon on the rubber. Catcher Zeal sets his target. Dawson edges a bit more off second. De Leon kicks and deals. Scorched. Collins knocks it down. And Grace beats it out. Dawson rounds third, but puts on the brakes. He'll hold right there. The go-ahead run is now on third. Safety for Grace. Here's the situation. Girardi's up. The Cubs have 2 away. Runners at first and third. Girardi 0 for 3. Girardi tucks in his shirt. De Leon positions his mitt. The ump using his broom to clean off the plate. Girardi steps up to the plate. Lowers the bat an inch or 2. Waits for the pitch. De Leon climbs the mound. De Leon prepared to work. The runners take their lead. The pitch, breaking ball. Called strike 3. That's the third out. For the Cubs, no runs on 2 hits. 2 men left on base. They couldn't get the runners home. Another half inning gone. Score even at 3 in the 8th. The Cardinals now send up the heart of their order to face Maddox, Brunansky, McGee, and Zeal. Here's Brunansky to start it off, right-hander. Tom 0 for 3. Brunansky has struck out twice. Maddox shakes out his arms, climbs the mound, paws the rubber. Brunansky in the box. Now ready. Maddox toes the rubber. Maddox gets set to pitch. He cranks and fires. Ripped to right center. Base hit. DeCenzo is chasing it down. He'll have to hurry. Brunansky is trying for 2. The throw. Safe at second. And that puts the go-ahead run in scoring position. No outs. 9th inning. 1 on. Here's McGee. McGee is 2 for 3. Driven in 1. And he scored once. A bat to watch. The Cardinals will not be bunting here. A single will test Brunansky at second, and that's the go-ahead run. McGee. Maddox positions his mitt. Batter in the box. Raises his hand slightly. Taps the plate. Waits for the pitch. Maddox climbs the mound. He shakes off the sign. Again he shakes it off. Now he has one he likes. Checks Brunansky at second. Cardinal manager McCoy looking at his score sheet. We have a break in the action. McCoy will send in Thompson to run for Brunansky. Thompson takes his place at second base. He's a speedster. McCoy checks. McCoy the move. McGee brushes his shirt, wipes his hand across the letters. Maddox has asked for a new ball. He's rubbing it up. McGee in the batter's box, waits for the pitch. Maddox is on the slab, righty against lefty. Glances back at the runner. Maddox working on Thompson to hold him close. The delivery from Maddox. And McGee is caught looking. One away. So, one down. Thompson on second. For St. Louis. Score tied. Zeal walks up. He bats right. Zeal has been up 3 times with 1 hit. Zeal raises both arms above his head with a bat in between. Maddox works the ball with his hand. The batter stands in. Waits for the pitch. Maddox put on the rubber. Cradles the ball in his glove and waits. Checks Thompson at second. McCoy pacing the dugout. Thompson moves another step away from second. Maddox spins and fires to second. The tag. Safe. Good move. He almost had him. Shortstop Dunston moved in behind Thompson. Now Maddox is set again. He brings it home. It's popped up in the air to the left side. Dunston racing over into foul territory. He waves off Wilkerson and makes the catch. 2 down. Thompson to hold second. 1 on. Pendleton gets set to face Maddox. Hitting from the left side here. Pendleton is 1 for 3. Has a ribby. Not a home run threat. Maddox climbs the mound. His mitt steady. Maddox looking in. He breathes deeply. Exhales. McCoy looks on silent. Thompson stretching his lead. Here's the pitch. Loop to right. Toward the gap. Dawson's after it. Cuts it off on the bounce. Thompson is around third. They're waving Thompson in. Here comes a throw home. Pendleton is going for second. Here's a play at the plate. And he's safe ahead of the throw. And there's a play at second. The throw. And Pendleton is safe easily. So the single drives in 1 big run. And the Cardinals break the tie and now lead 4-3. 9th inning. Well, here we go. Smith steps up to face Maddox for St. Louis. 2 down, 1 on. Ozzie 0 for 3. Pendleton at second could score on a single. And here comes Cubs manager McCoy. He's asking Maddox for the ball. Coming in to pitch is Pavlis. So Maddox gets his innings. He pitched 8 2/3. He yielded 4 runs so far on 7 hits. 1 walk. He fanned 7. He's responsible for the runner. He can only lose it. For Pavlis, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. He's looking for 1 out. Pavlis is finished with his warm-up pitches. The umpire is brushing off the plate. We're ready to go. Smith waiting. Bat stirring slightly. Pavlis poised. Here he comes. Ball 4, and Pavlis dishes a free pass. That was Smith's first walk of the season. Pendleton on second, Smith on first, 2 gone. Oquendo the hit. Oquendo 0 for 3. He stands in. Girardi sets up. The runners take their lead. The pitch in tight. Ball 1. So Oquendo steps back in. Pavlis poised. The runners take their lead. The pitch comes in. High fly ball to left. Smith moves under it, taps his glove, and brings it down. That'll do it for St. Louis. A run on 2. Hits. No errors. 2 men left on base. A run that must be answered quickly. Cubs down 4-3. For Chicago here in the ninth. Wilkerson, Pavlis, and DeCenzo. Thompson now playing left field for the Cardinals. Here's Wilkerson to lead it off. The switch hitter will go to the first base side of the box. Curtis does not get extra base hits. Curtis has a walk and 3 times up. De Leon bends for the rosin bag. De Leon positions his mitt. Wilkerson in the batter's box. Waits for the pitch. Coming in to pitch is Carpenter. So De Leon gets his innings. He pitched 8. The line on him. 3 runs on 10 hits. 1 walk. He fans 6. He stands to win it. For Carpenter, this is his first appearance. He's a right-handed pitcher. It's his game to save. Carpenter bends for the rosin bag. Carpenter stretches his arms above his head. The batter stands in. Now, ready? Carpenter sets up on the rubber. Righty against lefty. It's a Chicago crowd. They are cheering on Wilkerson. Pitcher unmoved. The pitch. Grounded to the right side. Collins knocks it down. He's up with it. He flips to Carpenter, covering for the out. Pavlis is scheduled to hit. Pavlis up. Dave taking his first at bat of the season. Carpenter sets up on the rubber. Cubs skipper McCoy walking down the bench. McCoy is recalling pitcher Pavlis. Villanueva will bat in his place. Bats right. He grabs a bat. Heads to the box. Pavlis pitched 1/3 of an inning. The game for Pavlis. No runs on no hits. Villanueva, bat in hand. Hector has been a reliable hitter. Villanueva in the batter's box. Now, ready? Carpenter sets up on the rubber. Slowly twirls the ball as he glares in. The Chicago crowd exhorting Villanueva. Zeal set. He brings it home. Villanueva hangs out a frozen rope. Left field. Thompson charges in for it, but he'll have to short hop it. And Villanueva has himself a single. The tying run is on. One away. Ninth inning. One on. Here's DeCenzo. We're back at the top of the order. DeCenzo has been up 4 times with a hit. DeCenzo has struck out twice, and he scored once. 1 run makes this a brand new game. The Cardinals lead the Cubs 4-3. DeCenzo. Carpenter works the ball with his hand. He bangs his spike on the front side of the rubber to clear the dirt. The batter stands in, leans in. Carpenter on the rubber. Right-hander Carpenter ready. First baseman Collins right on the bag. Villanueva is on the move. Here's the pitch. DeCenzo throws his bat at the ball to protect the runner. Nub toward first. Collins has only 1 play. And he steps on first for the out. So the St. Louis defensives have been breached. The tying run is now at second base. Well, here we go. Villanueva on second. 2 gone. Smith the hit. Right, 0 for 4. Smith preparing to bat. Carpenter shakes out his right arm. The ump wants to look at the ball. Now he returns it to Carpenter. Right stands in. Waits. Carpenter put on the rubber. Carpenter stares in for the sign. Carpenter gets set to work on him. He wheels and deals. Loop to right toward the gap. McGee's after it. Spears it on 1 hop. Villanueva is around third. They're waiting Villanueva in. Here comes a throw home. Here's a play at the plate. And he's out on a close play. go to town. Cardinals. They cut off the tying run. They cut off the tying run.
The coach was waving him on with 2 out.
McCoy has his boys running, but he comes up short here. Cardinals win, spurred on by the disciplined leadership of McCoy. The Cubs lead the tying run on. Our apprehension is released. The Cardinals take the 4-3 decision. Here's the line for the Cardinals. 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They lead 4 for the Cubs.
3
runs on 12 hits, no errors. And they lead 8. De Leon gets his first win. Maddox takes his first loss. Carpenter saves his first.
So the
Cardinals
gain a step
for the Cardinals.
Overall, they now stand at
1-0. That's it for this time. Until next time, Ernie Harwell and WAPBA leaving you from Chicago. Final score, St. Louis Cardinals 4, Chicago Cubs
3.